on MNTC Radio. That's a station designed to keep your mind. We got some very special guests in the building. I got my man J.Waiters in the building.
Salute,
my
salute.
man Twiss in the building. It's been a minute.
Yes,
Now, Jay, man, you down there in Dallas, B.
Yeah.
You're in Minnesota right now. First of all, it's mad cold up here.
Yeah.
So I know you got to be here for some music shit.
For sure,
You know what I'm saying? Now, how did you and my mans link up?
Well,
And the reason I've been knowing him for a minute.
yeah.
We ain't ever talked about you before, but he's like, hey, we got somebody coming up here, so I kind of want to know what the history is.
For sure. Me and Twiss, we linked on Facebook about three and a half years ago through another mutual person we knew, a promoter, and from there we kind of took each other's business, and we saw we was on the same page, and we kind of ran from it. He said, man, I like your sound, and I sent you some beats. I produced. From there, we've been doing business ever since, man. You know what I'm saying?
So pretty much, y'all reached out social media, which is supposed to be done for, because like you reach out to people that you never see, and then y'all connected. Now, how's that been in the last 3 years? Because y'all here now, so I mean, obviously something worked out for y'all.
We actually we met last year because he's like, hey man, come down to Atlanta with me and meet my people. So it was kind of like last minute. I was like, man, let me make it happen. So I did a 17-hour drive from here to Atlanta.
For sure.
Met up with him. Went to the studio.
We recorded at Pine Studio, pretty much K Camp Studio.
You talking about y'all.
Yeah, that's where we recorded in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Well.
Shout out A Major. He engineered the track that me and Twiss did together. You know what I'm saying? He looked out for us and went up there, recorded the track, and we was up there with a lot of people that was doing their thing at the moment. People in the movie, Black Panther.
Y'all was out there in this network.
Yeah,
Y'all was in that thick of it. I know you talk about it. People be coming through there all the time.
Yeah.
Now, what's the climate for Dallas as far as indie artists? I kind of know what it's like, but a lot of my listeners don't, because it's different culture from here.
Yeah, it is.
Man, it's weird up here, but in Dallas, y'all getting down. So let's kind of let them know what it's like for people that's listening, never been to Dallas before.
Well, Dallas, the culture of independent artists, man, it's a hustler's mentality, to keep it 100. I'm a singer, but a lot of people tell me my hustle is more like a rapper.
Yeah.
You got to scrap. It's almost like fighting or being on your last meal. I hate to say it like that, but that's really the serious nature of the business out there. It's more of a trap rap scene right now, you know what I'm saying? But the talent is there. It's wonderful.
Yeah, the talent is crazy. And what I noticed there versus his, they show a lot of love to independent artists on the stations down there in Texas.
Oh, nah. False.
When I was there in 2015?
Like, perfect example. Rest in peace, Mo 3. Salute. The fam. They just start playing.
So what changed?
You see how I'm looking at you?
Pause.
Yeah.
When I was there in 2015, I was hearing different I was hearing indie music in 2015.
Yeah, our main stations down there, we got two main stations for, hip hop, R&B, that kind of collide together. I'm not gonna say them on, on air, out of respect, but yeah, man, they just started playing the artists.
So you being down there, you had to network outside the city.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So how was that like for you during COVID, where everybody was shut down?
Well, I actually won because I actually sing. So you know what I'm saying? I could rap and sing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the era where you had to really go in there and sing, and if you didn't get it right, you gotta do it again. You know what I'm saying? So
that makes sense.
I kind of won. Reaching out, people telling me come here, work here and there. So rappers, a lot of time you can kind of just write and go in the booth, knock it out. Whereas in most singers or creators, artists, you got to put something together, create it, build, little components here and there, people helping you write, little stuff like that to kind of make a song or a project. You feel me?
How do you put your shows together? R&B singers, rappers, they don't really care what they show. But just even your presentation as an artist here, I can tell you, like, put your shows together. What is a good show put together to you? What does that look like to you?
Well, my show got something coming up real soon. We were talking about doing one here also. You'll see some shows here in Atlanta and in Dallas real soon. Okay. My show is really grown and sexy. Us as adults, and I'm really talking to our men. Some of our men are too tough sometimes for music. You feel me? They hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They tough. And trying to get them to that level where they can have fun with their ladies. You know what I'm saying? So when you come chill with me, you're gonna get that grown and sexy. I'm gonna have some poets. I'm gonna have some wine. Okay. I'm gonna set the atmosphere.
It's intimate mood.
Yeah. So when you go home, if you can't,
here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You Twiss, you know what's going on. We need that here.
Hey man,
niggas
say less.
Shoot up everything right now.
Man,
I'm the dude to calm that down the right way. You know what I'm saying?
No, I definitely feel that. Let's talk about Triple D R&B.
Yes, sir.
What's that all about? For those that don't know.
Well, Triple D R&B. You know what I'm saying? About 5 years ago, everyone was saying R&B is kind of dying. I say different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look at Tank. You know what I'm saying? We got some ones that still holding the throne. You know what I'm saying? It's time for some of us independent artists, the younger ones, to come up and do our thing.
Not for sure.
So that was the whole purpose.
The way.
Yeah, man. I used to live in Chicago, and then in Dallas, everybody know me down there. So I was like, don't really got no R&B scene. There's a lot of great singers, gospel music writers, and all that. But I had to set the stage. I had to set the tone. So Triple D R&B is, Dirty Dirty Dallas R&B.
Okay,
you feel me?
I hear what you saying.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask you a question, man. So R&B is definitely different what it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of extra auto-tune, and
Yeah.
we come from that era where, the R&B covers used to be somebody looking out the window, looking off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who do you respect right now in the R&B game, whether an independent artist or a major artist? I know when you're an actual artist yourself, you got that certain shit that like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I definitely know what you mean. Like, a lot of artists don't get the spotlight they supposed to, but like on the mainstream, of course, Tank, Mr. R&B Money himself, he been holding it down. Anthony Hamilton, guys like that. I listen to those type of guys. I listen to a variety of music. Like even Tyrese, he kind of chilled out, been doing movies. But you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I listen to. I like Rudy Currents too. A lot of people don't know who he is.
I'm not him. Yeah, I'm not him.
He's a singer-songwriter.
I asked that question because I know you probably.
Me and him kind of sing the same key. You know what I'm saying? He got some of the same roots as me back in my background as far as like growing up in church. So he used to be signed with DTP and stuff like that. So like I kind of look for the artist that's really doing something different, but also has the sound right now. That keep you relevant.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So if you can do something now, 5, 10, 15 years later, you'll still be relevant. You know what I'm saying? So I try to make long-lasting music. I want to be at a barbecue 15 years from now, and my record gets spun. You feel me?
No, for sure. I mean, it's generational.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, okay, let's do our thing. You know what I mean?
Now, another question I got is, so what was happening here around the world with George Floyd. How did that affect any type of lyrics you was putting out as a singer, especially as a black man in Dallas, where crackers is down there being, you know what I mean? I'm keeping real. The crackers down there being really crazy down there.
Yeah.
And you know who TwissSmith is. You hear what's going on with George
Yes,
Floyd.
sir.
How was that affecting you just mentally and musically?
Well, it affected me as a black man first.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, whether he was wrong or right, none of that was cause for.
Man,
that's the main thing. So it brought tears to my eyes. I served in the military too, but I got plenty of stories that I don't talk about that I need to talk about that I think I'm gonna start talking about online to help someone.
Yeah, for sure.
That's going through.
Even if it helped one person.
You feel me? So like Walk a Mile came about. You know what I'm saying? I spit, but I reached out to the big bro John Jiggs. I was like, man, you could tell a story about anything, and he's big right now. He's doing his thing. He's climbing the ladder. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, man, I'm trying to get this message out about walking a mile, being in someone's shoes, telling their story, where they come from. Yeah. He said, say less. I don't have a record like that. And me and him been kind of like connected ever since. He check on me, I check on him. Look out for each other, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So salute to the big bro.
Now I want you to do me a favor real quick. Take me back to when you first started making R&B. And the reason why I bring this up because people in rap, you have to try to find your style. And any artist, but in R&B, it's a little. I think it's a little bit harder. Because you're a vocalist, your voice gotta be right. How was it finding your style to begin? Like, what was some of your hardships to find your style?
I'm glad you said that. Like, so my first record I recorded was 14, 15 years old. You know what I'm saying?
So you were pretty young then.
Yeah, okay. I was like, okay, I wanna record. I was always fascinated. You know what I'm saying? I've been singing since I was 3, but I didn't understand how they was getting in the booth.
The real process.
Yeah,
so was that intimidating for you the first time
in
there?
It was because. Growing up in church, you sing with power.
Okay.
Like your voice.
So you was already doing this church singing.
Yeah, I was singing solos.
So you was transitioning over now.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was growing up, high school, you know what I'm saying, coming to my own, females, et cetera, you know what I'm saying? And so when I used to go to the booth, I'm like, well, at church, I'm singing great. But you gotta know how to approach whoever you're working with, the software.
For sure.
You gotta understand it. Yeah. So like I learned that early on, like the first 3 years, like 15 to 18, to where now I can pretty much record anything. And even with the transition of the era of the software, I'm still relevant because I know how to deal with my.
You know how to move with the time sign. So what's your zodiac sign, brother?
Capricorn.
Oh man, man, you got good people over here. A lot of people don't know Capricorns. They naturally inclined with certain shit, man. Your hearts is really good. I just know I got a bunch of Capricorn buddies now. Yeah. I'm saying. Now moving forward, man, I see what's going on in Dallas. A lot of artists are crying about support. While going on your social media, I ain't seen none of that though. So I want to know what do you think is separating you? Not even musically, because we know it's separating you musically, but mentally.
Mentally,
separating you from the rest of them.
So I gotta shout out my team, the group. Twist knows them. Salute to my big bro. This is my management team. T-Rex, aka Louis Gray, and Kwan Jenkins, DJ Kwan. Okay. That's my management team. And about 3 years ago, before me and Twist really got going, they set me down and got my business right. So I was, promoting, doing shows, traveling, but my business wasn't lined up correctly. So I had to take the step. on my own and get
on the back end type shit.
Yeah, and
I
they taught me the game, publicists, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And then things started to roll a little bit more professionally for me, and people zoomed in like, "Oh, you really doing this?" Yes, you know what I'm saying. So it's the artist. You got to take that step. You got to invest in yourself, if that makes sense.
So,
you know
so the way you're saying, with your energy being focused on your brand, you ain't even got time to do all that.
Exactly. You can't let little things like bother you. The smallest thing can deter you from where you're trying to go. You feel me?
It's like Capricorn talk for sure.
You know what I mean? So like I've been learning that the last couple of years. You know, don't let the smallest thing hurt your feelings.
So that makes sense. Gotta have tough skin, especially the social media era.
Yeah.
Because nowadays people are just out there just to troll you now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And see, like me, I'm not even tripping off that. It's more in person conversations.
Okay,
your energy throughout the week. When people don't see you the rest of the week, you got to still battle and deal.
No, for real.
As a family man or artist,
man,
you know what I'm saying? It's a good balance. You know what I'm saying?
Sense.
Yeah.
Now, Swiss, how's it been for you seeing your man formulate over this time, man?
It's been good.
Like, the mic a little bit.
Oh, sorry. It's been real good. The first track I ever heard from him was I just instantly fell in love with it. It had that classic 90 R&B song, which I love. It's called Last Time. Then I think I wrote him. It took a while. I was like, man, I really want to build with an artist. And I see this brother was about building, and he's about his business, which I'm number one foremost. The music's cool and all, but let's get to the money. Let's not